Good evening, Truck and Tractor Pool fans. We are having a show 2 weeks in a row here. We tried last week, but Mother Nature had other ideas, and at the rate this last one came through, uh, it wasn't very promising. But we're okay. We still have electric, and I got a lot of trees down. I can tell you that. But anyway, glad everybody's here. Chat, get busy. Come on in, and we got some. Hi, Jeff. How you, buddy? This is my
The
buddy.
milkman.
The milkman's here, man. And anyway, we're going to get some questions answered with some information out. Not so much questions, but for the 2026 Atlantic Pro Pooling season, with the new IHRA being on board with PPL, and of course, we brought in the two higher ups to take care of things tonight. So we tried to do this last week, but it didn't happen. So here we are. And hi, Dave Kaufman, April Kaufenbarger. April, shouldn't you be at Keystone? Unless she's probably watching.
She is. She already had it on Facebook that they were up at the hotel.
Okay, I haven't been on Facebook for a few hours, so I didn't see it. But anyway, Dave, Tara, appreciate you all coming on tonight. And I don't know where y'all want to start, but I'm gonna. Kendra, let me make sure my co-hosts are good. Kendra, how are you this evening?
I am doing great. I think I'm actually going to get up to go to Keystone on Friday night. Tax season is slowly winding down. We're getting all the last minutes. Oh crap! I thought I had somebody else lined up, but
yeah.
Or they bring in their shoebox full of receipts, and yes, people still have shoeboxes full of receipts. In 20, yeah.
I have folders.
Yeah, I'm down to like roughly 60 hours a week, so we're calling that good. So
it'll be over soon.
Yeah, we're counting down the days, and then Greensboro is what, May 3rd, 2nd, something. A lot sooner than I realized when I looked at the calendar.
Tara,
May 2nd.
Yeah.
The 3rd.
Yeah. Is it the 3rd?
Really? No, I put the second. I mean, it's the 2nd, but did I put the 3rd?
I don't know. I just don't know what day Saturday is.
She thought it was the 3rd.
Yeah.
May 2nd. May 2nd.
Oh, I messed up.
May 2nd.
Yeah. One of my CRMs, the partner came in and was like, "Are you available the last week of April?" And I'm like, "That's really not that far away." And then I realized, holy crap, that means pulling season is not that far away.
That's the truth.
So
yeah. That's all right, Jeff. He'll get it situated one of these days.
Yeah.
He's still waiting, Kendra. He has not got his federal back from last year yet.
What?
Still not gotten it.
Listen,
no answers.
I wish I could help you, but I
nothing.
can't even get help from the IRS. So
he's been waiting, since last year. Still hasn't got it. But how's Dwayne?
I'm doing great. I got my weekend passes for Keystone, so I'll be there for all 5
Everybody's
sessions.
going. Everybody's going but
That's
me.
the plan. Hoping that it's just sweater weather, so I don't have to carry a heavy jacket with me.
It's supposed to warm up a little bit to the weekend, so.
Yeah, I think Friday and Saturday's in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sunday is supposed to be like 70.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll turn cold again. Yep.
Well, it's a good way to get the winter blues out of your system and get back into the mindset of that it's now time to get a bunch of stuff done because pulling is going to be here before we know it.
Yeah.
So I've been spending a lot of time trying to get my posts and stuff together, and so we'll start bombing social media here after Keystone, and fingers crossed the weather holds this year and we get a lot of pooling in.
Yeah. Oh, the viewer numbers just jumped up there, so I found out who to have on the show every week now. I don't know if it's Dave or if it's Tara, but there's some interest here. So.
There might be some news on Facebook that's contributing to that.
Oh,
people are wondering.
Okay, that's okay. It's all good. Anyway, Dave, Tara, you done, Dwayne? I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay, I don't want to cut you off there, beastly. No, anyway, Dave and Dave and Terry, you guys have been very hard at work getting the schedules lined up. Recent tech school, everything seemed like everything's in order. Uh, start where you wish. Tell us what you want to tell us.
You want me to talk about Glade Hills?
I.e., that means the floor is yours, and you just let it out.
I want to clarify the Glade Hill pool.
Yeah.
There's a great pool and a lot of pullers. Hank, for one, he said, let's just pull every weekend, but one weekend at Boonesboro and the next weekend at Glade Hills all summer long. But anyhow, the only reason Glade Hills can't have a pool this year is because they got family matters that needs to be taken care of, and they're swamped with that. You know, the Grand Marshall's son's going to college. I thought he said Minnesota or something like that. They got property in Florida and stuff needs to be done down there, and they just don't have time this year. That's the only reason they're not having a pool. Yeah, they lost a little money because, you know, we could set at Glade Hills track and see it raining right down the road, but
and all around there. Yep.
They're comfortable knowing that rain's what held people back, and
yeah,
so it'll happen next year. I mean, he told me it'll happen. So just they got personal family things that they got to get done, and they're just overwhelmed with that. Other than that, our schedule pretty full. I don't really think we need very many more pools, or our stuff's going to be won't make it through the whole season. So we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. I think it's like 23 on the schedule. I think.
Yeah,
something like that.
Full schedule's good.
Yep, sure is. And then also, I don't know if you want me to keep talking or not, but also at Boonesboro, where PPL's coming in and they're going to do a super tech. And I'm going to say they're going to start around 11 o'clock. Okay. They're going to super tech pretty much everything is there. Maybe not the new diesel truck class, but everything else is there. Get them done. And it's always a good feeling to know. I mean, I've been super tech with my old tractor a couple times, and, you know, they said, well, you know, your drawbar is 3 inches longer than it needs to be. And one of my good old buddies, Gary Mills, said, man, you shorten that thing up. That's 10 more feet down the track. But, you know, I was legal, but I was disadvantaging my own self. And, you know, we do the best we can, all of us. And it's just kind of nice when they do the plumb bobs and they do 100% measuring and everything and check everything. And, you know, the key to a lot of this safety stuff, and I was talking to Bucky Engel today, that when you're strapped in, you need to be able to reach your air shut off, your kill switch, your dump valve, anything, you know, because if you can't reach it, it's no good. It's, you know, you just want to.
Yeah, right.
You know, now I know when we're strapped into our pro stocks, I mean, I got to really reach to get it, but I can do it. I can pull them all, you know. And that's one we're going to have to, you know, keep an eye on when we tech them, when, you know, in the seat, strapped in, can you reach everything? So just little stuff like that. But
Dave, I don't know if you know the answer to this yet, but are you going to kind of do like a schedule, like Hot Farms first, Mod second, or is it going to be kind of a free for all?
It's going to be kind of a free for all. I mean, right now it's just kind of, I'm hoping to break it up. It would be nice if I could break it up in 3 groups, but I don't know if I'll have enough tech from out there and our tech to do 3. But, you know, with the new barn, Kendra, over there, there's concrete floor. You can run 2 lines there. The older barn that's been there that we teched in before, you can run 2 lines there. So you can run 4 lines of teching.
If we have enough workers.
If we have enough help to do it, enough workers to do it. And the problem is I can't, because I'm working on the track, you know. So I can't do it. I got to depend on JR and Scott and all our tech guys and Bill Grove and Mike Ziegler's coming down to help tech. So it'll go smooth, pretty smooth, Kendra. I don't know if you've ever been around one when they
kind of like how they do it in Bowling Green, almost. I mean, that they do the full super tech.
Right.
It's kind of the something you get in line and you go through a building.
You know what? As long as guys keep rolling and don't BS. BS afterwards. And Tara's got a food truck lined up there to be there to make sandwiches, so you as pullers don't have to go back out of the facility, go uptown and get something to eat. There's going to be a food truck there selling sandwiches and stuff, so we don't have to go out.
So I don't have to make 2 meals that day. I can just still make the one.
There you go.
If you want to cook for everybody twice, we'll gladly accept.
There you go.
I work with a tech guy from time to time. Dave, you might know him. I gotta constantly drag him along because he'll talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry and Aunt and Pat and dog. Hi, Dwayne. Whenever you're trying to get to...
I knew that you were coming after me. I wasn't sure what I wanted to say.
And Dwayne, if you come and want to help,
we're going to be there. Shannon and I are both going to be there to help.
Oh, okay. I thought you were coming to watch to see how.
We're coming to help.
They can come help us because we want to get it over with, and hopefully, when like JR, when they're all teching vehicles, they don't have to then retech them for the pool that night. They're done. Okay.
Yeah. As long as they don't leave.
Yeah. As long as you.
Yes, Mike Walker, Bill Grove, and Mike Ziegler will be there.
Yep.
That's what we heard.
See him.
Brian Marson
over on the right side of your screen, Tara. It's probably already on private chat. Just click on comments.
It is. Oh. What button?
Up the very top, it says comments. Click on comments.
No, there's comments that say what button.
I just went and hit the like button.
I was picking on Jeff.
No, but I mean, we got a good lineup. We got good help. We got good vehicles. I mean, can I say anything about the new mod that showed up, JR?
Did you say anything about the new mod that showed up? Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about now. There's actually going to be another one.
I'd sooner let the guy that's going to talk about it.
Let's just say, all I'm going to say is one to go is coming home. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you done said the whole damn thing.
I didn't say Mike Mills owned it.
No, I know
Mike
that.
Mills owned it, but
no, you didn't say who owned it. That's right.
No,
I'm excited.
I'm sure many people know about it. So
we had a Washington County meeting last night, and I mentioned it and some of the older guys said, "Come in, it's back here. It's going to be pulling again." And I said, "Yep," and they were excited.
Yeah, I'm very happy for the new owner too.
Yes, absolutely.
He's a good guy. And
I'm excited about it. We want to have a bunch of mods at Lebanon.
Yep.
Well, we got a 4-engine mod that if the family can get stuff going in the right direction, we'll have a 4-engine mod as well. So naturally aspirated that used to run with us. So
okay.
Yep.
Is that local? It's going to be local.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, local as in not too far from Jason McKenzie. We'll leave it at
that. No, I seen
very
it was
close.
Sale, and I was glad to see it maybe come back out and be with us, again like it used to be. So
Jim is trying.
I have no idea.
Fred McKenzie.
Fred McKenzie's old mod. But Jim's going to be driving.
Okay.
Yeah, if it all works out.
Good deal.
Yes, that's awesome. So that's the 2 mods, and there's. I can't say if I probably shouldn't say anything, but there's a possibility of another one, but that's too far out to say. So,
yep.
Hot Farms. I think we're pretty good. Going to be pretty good on Hot Farms this year.
Yep, it should be a new one coming out hopefully by Boone's Bar.
Yeah.
Oh well, it better be.
There's going to be 2 new ones. Brian Morrison, and then the green one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't know. Did Brian redo his old tractor, or is he going to have 2?
I think he's going to.
He's in the chat. Hopefully he'll.
Oh,
okay, Brian Morrison. I'll tell you what. Use your thumb thing here. 1 for 1 tractor, 2 for 2 tractors. Tell us how many you're running in.
1 for him and 1 for his wife. Kitchen cabinets, Brian.
There you go. Kitchen cabinets. Hi, John. John Reap's in the house.
If Brian doesn't answer, Nicole needs to come on and answer for him. She's not shy.
I talked to Brian the other day, and he told me I was going to be impressed with the new make. I thought it was a makeover, but maybe it's a new tractor.
One will definitely be done. That's all I'm going to say.
That means there's a second one.
Oh, he's got two. He's got two.
He told me I was going to be really impressed with his new build and with the workmanship, and I know coming out of their into their stable, it will be top of the line.
Yeah,
stable.
Brother Blaylock in the house. Man, we got some Bigfooters in here tonight. Look at that! Wow, Bigfoot and the tractor pulling, baby. Ooh. Anyway,
the mods have quite a few hooks this year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of thinking that the reason it didn't look like many last year is because there was so many rainouts in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That everybody lost hooks.
Yeah, and then and I'm hoping that off the end of my tongue, Phony Farmer Tractor family.
Robinson.
I hope they come and support us some too. I mean, it's always nice to see them, and the crowd knows them, and I think Kendra didn't he come down to the prices many times and drink coffee when Terry was still around?
He would usually come down for the Boonesboro hooks, go to the farm in the morning, and then head up to the Ag Center.
Yep.
I had a conversation with him a few times.
He had
last
surgery.
Summer. Yes.
I need to check on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's having knee surgery. But I talked to him, and he seemed like he was kind of happy to be around. Plus, him and Ian Erica are pretty good friends.
Yep. Both of them guys are good guys. And
Ian, absolutely. Can't have a tractor pull without Ian. You gotta have Ian there.
Don't tell Ian too loud that he's a good guy. That'll just go to his head.
His head.
Don't say that too loud.
Everybody remember this guy, right?
Clint.
You're talking about
Clint Yance. Used to work at the Buck.
Yep. The Keystone, I'm hoping, and I know that we'll have a good show. I'm not going to make it because we're overwhelmed with work in the shop, and it's just been crazy. And it's funny that a couple of days before Keystone, how many phone calls we get. Hey, you ain't got one of these, or you ain't got one of them.
I need fuel, or I need this, or I need that.
Well, it's funny. Every year it's the same way. Like on the way to Keystone, they stop by and get oil filter or oil screen or
water
nozzles.
Look who just chimed in the chat there. Raymond Rice. Wow.
Ray Rice.
It's a blast from the past.
How you doing, Ray Rice?
How you, Raymond?
Yeah, so I mean, we got enough pools. I got some work to do on the banner cart. I got to fix the wheels so they don't fall off. But
I lost the wheel a couple of times last summer.
Yeah, and we're going to redo the golf cart so we can put the track footage markers. Yeah. We're going to hang them right on the golf cart and put the feet and then they can just drive right on the trail and they can stay there. We don't have to take them off and so we're trying to get all that done. But like I said, we finally got Davy's motor apart, and it's down to a bare block. It'll go in the wash tank tomorrow. But we ain't worked on ours. I mean, Tara's motor short blocks back in her tractor. Davy's is just now tore apart. So
you better get to work, girl.
I worked all day.
She worked all day. She made a trip to Weimers and brought a load of stuff back and had spent some good time with Jim and his family.
Jim and Jody and Missy.
Yeah.
Weimers. Everyone there. They're top notch, man.
Awesome.
And even Henry. Kendra, have you met Henry?
No, I have not made a trip to Weimers. I think there's one in my future here soon.
Okay. Well, you'll meet Henry because he will greet you as soon as you walk in, and he will knock you down when he jumps on you. I think he's a big black lab. I don't know, but he was super excited when Heather and I walked in, and he ended up grabbing an umbrella and took off running with it. So
yeah, that's what Miss Princess Penelope over here is learning, is that we don't attack people when we see them.
Yeah.
Because she is a very friendly, people-y dog. And I'm like,
he's definitely friendly. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Yep. So I don't know. You got anything questions for us or?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got a question. How many new tractors?
I knew he was going to be the first one.
How many new tractors you build this winter there, Dave?
Hey, let me tell you something. Building tractors is not what we want to be doing. Okay. But good friend, we're building a hot farm for a good friend of ours and a major sponsor for Terra. And I'm
For
going to be honest.
Atlantic, a major sponsor for Atlantic.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And
By the way, real quick, I want to interrupt you. I know he
Yes.
lives a long way away, but there's times he's in the general area. That's another one that can yap on a microphone too. So Ray Rice, he's been doing a lot of announcing up north in New York.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, come on down.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. So,
Yep. And John Roop, I talked to him last week, I believe it was. And he's interested in doing some announcing if needed, where we need it. And
yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We'll let them know. I mean, I want to honor the guys that's been doing it. Okay. But when we go to places that they need, we'll definitely keep them posted.
I was going to ask if you wanted to give some shout outs to some sponsors because we all know that we can't do it without them. So I know you kind of mentioned Weimer being a sponsor and
they're back on board again.
Sponsor money coming in or talk about that.
So Atlantic's major sponsors is Regional Fire Protection. They are here in Williamsport. They do sprinkler systems and all kinds of fire extinguishers and
and going to be pouring a hot farm tractor when we get it done.
Rusty Tanner from down near Madison?
Yeah, down in that area.
Extreme Post Driver. He created this post driver deal, and I don't really know how to explain it, but it's selling like wildfire.
Davey called me one day and said, "Hey, Rusty's going to stop by and show you his post driver." And I'm thinking, shit, I've seen post drivers before. Well, let me tell you something. You ain't seen nothing like what he's got. I mean, this thing is, and it's not just painted; it's powder coated. It's top of the line. I mean, I think it'll do everything by itself. You don't have to do anything. Just tell it what to do, and it'll go do it. I mean, they're serious post drivers.
Yep. I'm pretty sure Helena's on board. I need to meet with them. I just haven't had time with everything else going on. Out of where's Hassler from? That's where
up in
Bethel, PA.
Bethel.
Yeah.
So that's our major sponsors. I'm not forgetting anybody, am I?
I don't know. My head just.
As far as the Super Stock Pro Stock, Weimer Performance is our title sponsor. Fair Valley Performance is a class sponsor. Chad Mayhill Pulling Tires is a class sponsor. I think that's it for now that I've gotten back. The Hot Farms, I'm still waiting on to hear about ABC York. They've been doing it for a while, but when I talked to Dave Daughtery, he was going to follow up this week, I think. But so far they have layered logs, mock welding. What?
He just posted that as soon as you said
it. Just said that he's following up with ABC.
This is your reminder to not forget. No. Layered logs, Moxley welding, Mid-Atlantic Seed. I'm forgetting somebody.
Pretty much
the same ones. And then
same as we had last year.
I should have a list. I wasn't prepared to have this, Kendra.
Sorry. I should have texted you beforehand. Like, these are the questions.
No, but
in the near diesel truck class, your diesel truck class, obviously East Coast Diesel and CE Ankewitz Construction are your two big ones for your class, and then 5 Oak Fab.
Did he get you that check yet?
Oh, that's the Hack Shack.
He sent it to my Williamsport address, but yeah, it's at my Williamsport address waiting on me.
Clearly, he did not consult his secretary.
It's all good.
Willard is in for Hot Farm.
Barter Turbo, and then North Side? What's Barter's uncle's business? North Side, or his dad?
I don't know.
And
we don't know about Spring Garden yet. They acted like they were still interested, but we didn't. We need to follow up with some of these guys yet. We went to Spring Garden this fall and went through a tour of their shop, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. I can't believe the amount of machines and the high tech machines that they got in their shop up there. Unbelievable.
Pretty impressive for an Amish business, ain't it?
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, Dave already said Willard is in.
Loosely.
These are they're old order Amish.
Willard's in it, right?
Yeah, Willard's in.
Yeah.
I haven't received anything from them yet, but I mean, usually the hot farms they get a lot of sponsors.
Yep, they do a good job.
All of that stuff is in my paperwork downstairs, so I can't remember everybody. I was just starting today, actually, on the drive back from Weimer's. Heather was driving, and I was just starting to schedule some posts on Facebook and stuff for the sponsors.
Cool.
I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, and I'm sorry, but they will be posted in the next couple of days, I promise.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Facebook, guess who got her Chapter 11 page banned for community guidelines?
Oh, wait,
Serious?
Because of your why? Because
it has. The only thing I can think of is the pickle was drinking a beer in the St. Patrick's Day post.
Why? Is alcohol you have to register that you're over 21 in order to?
That's the only thing that I can think of that I posted that would be against community guidelines.
So how long's the ban?
I submitted it for a review, and I was told I'd have an answer within 7 days.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Unless Norm posted something I didn't see, but I don't think he did. But I'm going to blame him anyway. I'd be like, you must have done something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was got that notification today. I was like, what the heck? But
so I guess here recently, the big talk, Dave, Tara, was the IHRA coming on and being the big dog for PPL. And I'm sure you got a little bit of insight on that. Maybe you'd like to share with IHRA.
Well, like I said, Tina and I met with the IHRA, one of the top guys out in Louisville, and we had
Brian Lung. I think he's the head of the pulling division or whatever.
He's really excited, to work with us and what's going on down the road with John and Christy and Larry and all of them guys and
driving a Fendt Pro Stock.
Say it again.
He gets to drive the Fendt Pro Stock. I read
the Fendt, the John Deere Pro Stock with the Fendt sheet metal. Yeah.
Susquehanna Truck Service. I forgot you guys. I know they're a class sponsor of the semis. I'm sorry that I forgot you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm looking at the points from last year. It has the logos, and I'm like, oh, now I got to check from them.
You didn't forget.
People don't realize how much involved Lucas Oil was to the pulling organization. And when they decided to get away from the pulling organization, it put John and Christy in a bad situation. And, Forrest, he was the greatest man you'd ever want to be around. Tina and I went to their house and sat down and talked to Forrest and Charlotte, and it's unbelievable how good a person he is. Kind of like Steve Boyd. Steve Boyd was a great guy, and then of course Mike Chastain passed away. So I guess they're all out there watching us, making sure we do our job right down here.
Mike a little more ornery than the others, but yeah.
But all of them was good for the sport. And with this IHRA, I think we're going to go back to where we were at. I think they're excited. They really are excited about it. I know. Well, I think it was just broadcasted today that they bought Full Pull Productions, so they're going to be working hard in the state of Pennsylvania. PPL doesn't have a lot of pulls in the state of Pennsylvania. Right. We have 3-4 we got 2 with you, three at Lebanon, 2 with you, right? And then
4 at Lebanon.
Three with us, and then the fourth one is with the
2
fair.
and then Schuylkill County, and then state Chad at State
Center Hall.
Center Hall. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're
State
going
college, same thing.
we're going to continue to work with them, because we've already had them. And then John Mears and I talked, and if somebody else calls from Pennsylvania, we're going to refer them to Richard's crew to go see them. They want to have a pool. I don't know what else to say, but I mean, they want to grow pulling. IHRA wants to grow pulling in the state of Pennsylvania.
They want to grow it in every state.
Yeah.
If they can, they will.
Yeah.
We're
supposed to have a pool for them in October, but I'm waiting on the facts of when and all this. But they asked us if Atlantic would do a show for them, and we said we would.
Yeah.
Just waiting on them to. There's a lot of stuff. Christy and John and all them guys, they're doing 10 times more work right now than they ever did, because all this new stuff coming out and trying to get things organized, and the high stakes series and all that. I mean, it's quite a big change for them.
When's the pulling track going in at Maple Grove is what I want to know.
Well, it'll be there before you realize it. I'll guarantee you it'll be one there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely will be one there. But yeah, Brian Lung is who I talked to. He's a great guy. I don't know what else to say. I mean, what the people that I work with, even at the PPL banquet that I met out there, I mean, they want to work with us, so we'll see.
Good.
I think it's going to be good. I really do. But
sounds win-win to me.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
What do you think, Dwayne?
Yeah, it's going to be quite the change. I'm game for about Maple Grove. That's only about 15 minutes north of me here.
Yep.
We'll get to work.
The problem is my schedule's so full I probably couldn't go anyway.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll take your place.
Unless Atlantic comes in to run it.
Maple Grove.
Yeah, we could do that. But
Then I'll be there.
That's probably going to be a Richard deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania.
Yeah. It would make more sense really for them to do it. Yep. So we'll see. I think, there's with what we got with you guys in Pennsylvania, what we got down here, from here down to Berryville or even farther down. I mean, we're Winchester and all that. Yeah.
New Maryland stuff will be passed to Atlantic. In other words, like if Pennsylvania, somebody new in Pennsylvania calls, obviously it's going to go towards Richard first, and the same will be said here for the state of Maryland for Atlantic.
It should
this particular region down here, they will refer to Atlantic first.
Yeah,
that's what they told us.
To be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand.
Dave May's in the house. Everybody knows Dave May, right? Hi, Dave.
Dave's an announcer too. How many announcers do we have in the house tonight?
Yeah. Snyder County keeps him busy. Yep. He's over in Hartford, PA, where we did that one pull up in Hartford.
Oh my goodness. That was the night it rained, and remember the fog was so bad you couldn't hardly see the
Hartford. Adam Diaz's
Hartford.
It's up near New York. It's up near New York.
Yeah, that's Adam Diaz.
Yeah, Adam Diaz. Yeah. Now that night was okay. The problem was for those of us that had to come south to get home, which was a 4.5-hour ride. The major highway, the major route down south was closed. I had to do a big detour. I didn't think it's ever going to get home.
Down 81.
I don't remember. It's 81 was what was closed, and I had to go loop around it.
What's that other poll that we used to do? Oh, Troy, Pennsylvania. We used to do that. Now ESP does that show.
Yeah.
So they have a couple in Pennsylvania too.
You did one
that was
up.
Rough when Interstate went there was a Tuesday night. That was a rough trip.
What was
I
that?
should go to work next day.
Tuesday.
When
night,
Interstate was at Troy, it was a Tuesday night pool.
Yeah.
I remember
That
when
was
I
fun.
was 10, 8, somewhere, I would go with him. And we were there 2 nights. I slept in a tent
Yeah.
with
Gary.
me and Tom Dickerson, 20 Mule Team.
Yep.
His daughter Trista and I were always besties at the pools growing up. And our armband for the tractor pool for somehow got us into the swimming pool next door. So we just swim for the day.
You guys did.
That was the year Tom Dickerson run with us the whole, I guess, ATPA days back.
I think he did a couple of years because her and I
Well,
we
back
were really close.
See, back when they brought the alcohol tractors out, they wasn't split. Diesels and alcohols, and I don't know if that was.
They had a sit out year.
Yeah. And Tom come run with us that whole year. I mean, Galax all the way to Hartford to all them places. But I'd go to a pool and Tara would wind up going with that girl, and next thing you know, I could actually work on my tractor and do whatever I had to do because she was tied up with Tom Dickerson's daughter, swimming or whatever they were doing.
Riding our bikes.
Yeah.
They were busted into swimming pools, sounds like.
Yep.
Didn't you guys?
She probably come over and told me what she was doing. I said, "Okay, get out of here. Go do it." You remember going to Troy, JR?
No, I've never been to Troy. No.
Never been to Troy. Okay.
No, I've never been to that one. Nope. I've been to Galax a few times.
Oh yeah. I've went to Galax.
Galax. I remember the tennis courts. That's where we ride our bikes there.
We'd in many years. That's how I met little John Mears when he was just a little kid. With his dad was there, and
Russ
was there, and with his dog, and then John, and that's where we first met at John Mears and myself. It was Galax. So, but, yep, small world.
You
what
guys.
I remember about Troy was you couldn't park on their football field. They had like a big center area roped off that you couldn't park, so it cut their pits down in half. And they had really good homemade apple dumplings with cinnamon ice cream. That's all I remember about Troy.
Cinnamon ice cream.
So we used to hunt down the Eclair stand at Raleigh, North Carolina State Fair, and we used to go there 2 weekends in a row, right?
It was 2-day pool. It was 2-day pool.
We used to go 2 weekends in a row, didn't we, Mom? She doesn't remember.
Oh, Mom's in the background. Why is Mom in the background? Why is Mom in the background and not front and center?
We're not in the shop. We're in the family room here in the house because, well, the shop's just a mess. But
we used to go there and we'd have to hunt down the Eclair stand because they were always so good. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'll tell you the other thing I remember, JR, is back in the 70s, and there was a picture on Facebook, and I should have responded, but I don't respond to stuff. But they was asking where this pool was at, and I swear to God, it looked like Fisherville back in the old days with the old track, and they had the biggest building there, full of barbecue with barbecue chicken. I mean, thousands of chickens on the barbecue pit there, and it was great. That was back in the old days, back in the 70s. Yeah.
I remember the fried Twinkies from down in Harrisonburg. That was the big thing down there at one time. They had fried Twinkies or something. I never ate them, but I know people love them things.
I'd hate to screw it up by frying it. I like them the way they are.
I haven't had one of them since I was pretty young.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But
yeah,
that's pretty cool. Sounds.
Yeah.
We do have before I speak out of turn here.
Don't speak out of turn. It's always fun when you do.
Kearneysville, West Virginia. We got a new event this year in Kearneysville, West Virginia.
At the Jefferson County Fairgrounds, yes. Yep. You've been there before, JR.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He talked about that. I got to tell this story real quick.
Yep.
So we go down there to pool. It was probably an East Coast pool, and Jerry just got done putting all new bars underneath the pan of a sled.
I was there.
And I'm telling you, it deliberately tore up stuff. And I mean, the pullers was on my butt. Okay. And I said, well, there's only one way to fix it. And that's take that big rubber tire loader up there and lift that pan up and get the cutting torch and cut them off. And Jerry was okay with it as long as we promised not to cut into his pan, because he had actually had water in his pan too, you know. So we raised it up in front of the grand and all the people, and the torch guy, the welder guy, cut the bars off, and then it went fine then.
Yeah,
when any sled puts brand new bars on, and if they don't, well, a lot of them drag them down the highway, drag them down the road, and get them rounded off. Then they'll work all right. But if there's that sharp edge on there, I mean, I don't care what sled it is, it will beat you to death. But I'll never forget that in front of everybody, the loader was out there and had the sled raised way up in there, and the torch guy was going at it.
I was cringing down there. Of course, we were shut down for a little while they were doing that.
Yep.
And I was cringing, thinking, man, I would not want to be laying underneath that pan.
No, I know.
Oh,
it definitely wasn't a safety factor there. I mean, it was. We wasn't following the safety guidelines there.
Well, this has been quite a while back, but those videos from that event are on my YouTube.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're on there. They probably posted a couple years ago.
Talking about Keystone, I remember pulling myself 2 or 3 times at Harrisburg Farm Show in the old arena.
Time ago. Yep.
I think the track was 145, maybe 150 foot long.
It's
very way short. And John Bakowicz was there, and all the big guys, Dave Stangl, all them guys.
Yeah.
Old Leonard come out there, and we shared stacks between Donnie and Leonard's tractor and my tractor. We took the pipe off and put it over on the other tractor. I don't know how that worked, but Leonard come out there in the 12 open, and he didn't get on it hard enough, and it kind of labored, and he labored that thing right out the gate. And won the 12 open up there against Banner Brothers, and all them guys was there. Yeah, it was interesting. It was, and one year it snowed so bad that from the time we unloaded and went inside, it snowed so bad that we couldn't hardly get out to leave to come home.
Yeah. There's a question there. Maybe you can answer. You're a little more familiar with. I guess it kind of varies from sled to sled, but how many bars are usually under that pan on a sled?
I can't answer that. I really don't know. I want to say like they're on an angle like a tractor tire, how they're on an angle, and I think there's like 3. I'm saying 3 bars on each side of the sled or on a pan. I'm thinking, but I don't know for sure.
The ones that we use, if my memory serves me correct, has 4 sets of bars that are angled like this with a space in the middle. Yes. And then step forward, there's like 3 or 4 per side that are angled just outward.
Okay.
So there's 2 rows.
Yep.
Go try and watch some videos and see if you can see it when the tractor's back or the sled starts backing. You can usually see like the marks in the dirt.
The marks in the dirt, especially if it's kind of a little bit wet, you can see when they drag it back.
Up, yeah.
The old buck sled had 6 of them, 3 on each side.
That's what I remember the older sleds. I much as I hate to say it, I like the older sleds. The Mark Brandhoover sled. I mean, that thing was a great sled. Mark Brandhoover was a great operator. And I don't even remember who all run the buck sled. I know they used to stand on it, and then they put a seat on it, and then
Jerry Hershey was one of them.
Yep, I thought it was.
Harry Grace's son,
the finish flagman, and Jerry Hershey was running the sled. I remember that.
Yeah,
and I think that sled still exists. I think it's at Rough and Tumble, isn't it?
It's up.
I believe it did end up there. It was at Newville, then it went to. I believe it is at Rough and Tumble.
Yeah.
Also, Newville doesn't have it anymore. Jerry said Blue Stinger went somewhere.
It's
wasn't it like Jersey or something?
Went to northwestern Pennsylvania, I thought.
Yeah.
Does it still look the same?
Yeah.
Bushwhacker, I know.
Actually, you know what? I think the one at Rough and Tumble is only a single axle setup, so that would be a different one.
Yeah, I think it might still be at Newville.
I thought it was. The last I seen a video from Newville, it was still there, but that was just last year. But I mean, I don't know.
Jimmy Jimmy Grice, Harry Grice's son, also run the buck sled.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. I remember those guys: Harry Grice, Marlon Brubaker, Dale Smoker. The Stauffer boys. I mean, it was every Saturday night.
Time, Tara.
Every Saturday night we were there. I mean, I think one night they had, I don't know, it was a rodeo or something, but other than that, every Saturday night we were there.
I was there.
Yep.
I was there. 250 foot in the top row, 250 foot top row. Yep.
Yep.
I was a youngin', but I was there.
Just about all of us rolled in and had to unload at the loading dock.
Yeah.
Back then.
Which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
There was a land, you backed up to a big hill there, not big.
And then we pulled at Kinser, Pennsylvania many times.
It's rough and tumble.
Yeah. That was
that's where Mike Ziegler started. Him and Charlie Palmer both. Their first pool they had there. I did that article on Mike and Linda Ziegler for that magazine years ago.
Yeah.
And Mike always remembers the first banner they hung up there was "Come pull yourself." That's what the banner said. That's where he got his.
I mean, Kinser was a nice little facility. You pulled underneath the trees, and we just throwed up a tent, or some of them just laid on a sleeping bag right on the ground and slept there from one night to the next night. And it was.
Yes,
it was definitely interesting back in the days. We had a lot of fun, I can tell you.
Jeremy said, "Can't forget the Easy Rider sled that's at Forksville." Not familiar with that.
Easy Rider sled.
Where's Forksville?
I've heard. I don't remember, but
what state?
Help us out here, Jeremy. Refresh our memory. Yeah, the runner. Yeah,
there's a Forksville in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
was there?
That's probably what he's talking about.
The reason my mind went to the rough and tumble sled is because that had a little sideways seat right in front of the rear axle that you sat on, and your gearing and levers. Sled operator sat on there. If he would have slipped off of there, he would have went tumbling.
Well, they used to stand there, and then for safety reasons they put a seat there, and then on top of that, then they put a plexiglass
PA
panel in front of you so the dirt off vehicles didn't hit you.
Yep.
Yeah, they were
used to duck as a slip box went by too. Remember that?
There's a lot to lean out of the way.
They put the seat on. Yeah, they would duck as a so box went over.
Well, you put in gear, you grab a handle and flip it over center to put it in gear when the sled was back and it was ready to go. So
there's that honorary Robert Houck. He's in the chat tonight.
He said it's up 87 above the
yeah.
Okay.
He's number one of the Bob and Bob show.
Yeah. Number one of two, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We got a nostalgia show. I've been talking about it for a year. Coming with now that the Ziegler's retired out of pulling, I kind of want to do a retirement show / let's finish up the oldie stuff. And Grove's probably tired of me saying it and never happening, but we're going to do it. We'll get her done.
I remember my first time I took my first tractor down to Westminster, and this guy came in with his fancy high dollar, I called it back then, modified, and it was Mike Huff.
Oh, yeah.
He had to run was Westminster, same year I started. And he had there's a black-haired kid with him, long hair, and man, he was sharpening the tires, and he was doing all kind. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but I asked Mike about him. He told me his name, and I remember, but I can't remember. But yep, he rode in at Westminster the first time I ever hooked my 4010. It was Westminster, so.
Huh.
But,
the old Westminster. You never
4010. You started out with a 4010 John Deere.
Yeah, I worked at Glad Hill Tractor Mart, and there was a barn fire, and this 4010 was burned up in a barn fire. And Morris said they want $100 for it. I said, okay, I'll get it. I want it. And I'll never forget. I took it home, and pulled up to the milk house. Dad was milking, and he said, "You give $100 for that pile of SHIT?" I said, "Yeah, I did." I'll never forget it. He said that. "You give $100 for that pile of stuff?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." But then we took it back to Thomas's and tore it all apart in their shop, and we made a tractor out of it. I actually got some pictures of the original 4010, and then we added to it the one that you had on Facebook, JR. That was, and then that had the more pulling team on the side shields.
Yes. Yep. That had the I call them bulge hood, bump hood, and turbo clearance and stuff. Yeah.
It was kind of cobbled up. Of course, coming out of the shop that it came out of was, torch and cut and paint with a brush. But anyhow, Dad was never about that. But, we put up with it. And Dad says, "You draw up what you want the hood to look like. And Greencastle Metals is going to make our hood and make it all out of aluminum." Dad said, "I got a cow that I want to get rid of, and her name's Hood." And so we took it up. Yeah, Hood to pay for the hood of the tractor. And so we took it up to Greencastle Metal Works, and they got it all done, and they called and said it was done. And I'll never forget Dad saying, "I got to find another cow." But and the other thing is I don't want to bore you, but I'm working on this engine at Morris Gladhill's shop, and pistons are cut, and Morris is building this pump, and I'm doing all the motor work. And next thing you know, this dually pickup with one of them campers that slide in the bed in a wooden trailer that ain't fit to be on the road today. But anyhow, pulled up in the front of the shop, and it had a tractor on it, and it was the Delaware E3-liter.
Nice.
And so we put that engine in that in Coleman's 4010 back when he had a 4010.
Yep.
And put it in, and Morris was having trouble timing it because them little roost mashers are a pain sometimes when you do all the work that he did to it. But anyhow, he said, "I don't know what to do to get this thing timed." And I said, "I know a guy in Boonesboro that can time it." And Coleman followed me home to Thomas's. Leonard got on there, and he got her, all what he was doing and all the cuss words are coming out of his mouth. And he hollered at Coleman and said, "All right, get up on the seat." And I'll never forget, that thing rolled a ball of fire out and bang so loud, Coleman rolled off the back of the seat on the ground. It was funny. I'll never forget it. I mean, they blew fire and everything else idling, you know what I mean? And Coleman rolled clean off the seat on the ground. He thought he was done for. But
he almost shot his britches.
Yeah,
I don't think he almost did.
Yeah. So
that's hilarious.
And then I remember Dave Stengel coming back there after Frederick Fair or before Frederick Fair, and he had the biggest valves in a head that I ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. And he told me they were out of a locomotive engine. Now, I don't know how true that was, but he told me they were out of a locomotive engine. And there's a lot of, I tell you what, I wish I could go back and do it all over again. I mean, it's just so much stuff.
I know Dave's son, Dave Stengel Jr. He pulled street semis out in Indiana.
Okay.
And up until, I'm going to say like 5 or 6 years ago, yearly, he bought a semi truck DVD set from me.
Okay.
And he had contacted me. The last time he contacted me, he said if the newest one was ready, he said, yeah. He said, "I'll be back in touch with you." And I never heard from him again. I don't know if something happened to him or.
Well, I know Dave Stengel's children are still in touch with the Thomas children. I do know that, so.
Absolutely, Josh. I love the old stuff. I could sit on here for 10, 12 hours, but we're not going to do that. But I mean,
we said at the Hagerstown Speedway. I said at the Hagerstown Speedway when we first started having pools there, and I'll never forget it. Howard Meredith, I think it was Howard and his wife, was there, and she was picking crabs for Donnie Thomas because he didn't know how to pick crabs. I mean, we're in the wrong part of Maryland, and she's picking them, and Donnie's eating them as fast as eating meat as fast as she can. It's just so much stuff. I mean, there's so much history. I mean, Harry was a good friend of ours. He sat with Tina and I at the banquet back in the days, and he was a good guy.
And you know, there's a channel I'm going to mention now, Southern Maryland.
Yep.
Maniacs, I think it's called. It's Bill Grimes.
Bill Grimes.
And of course, he has the Deer Power 1, I believe, right?
He has. Yeah, he restored that. Yes.
Yeah, and he puts a lot of the old stuff up. And check that channel out, Southern Maryland Maniacs. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know if I've ever met him. I probably have talked to him somewhere along the way, but I just don't remember.
We had that tractor on display at Boonesboro a couple of years ago.
I think it was just 2 years ago.
The problem is, and I think it was right when Donnie passed, but the problem is Boonesboro and Mace, so dang many people there, you know, we couldn't really talk about it like we wanted to, but hey, it is what it is. There was enough people knew about the tractor and
who's coming in
and all that. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, like, you know, the Price's tractor, Terry Price's 4320, it went to Bobby Riggs down in Damascus. Riggs Fuel and Oil, he bought it. Yeah, and he was a card too. And I mean, he hauled me. I mean, I got paid to take Tom Savage's tractor to New York and all 1 year when the year Morris got married, because he wanted that tractor to qualify for any Super Bowl. And I took it to New York and Thompson, Connecticut, we were at, and you know, you look at pictures like the modified called Loudmouth Lime tractor and
non-harness,
I mean, all of them tractors was there. I mean, the Banner Brothers. I mean, I learned a lot from Banner Brothers. I mean, they taught me a lot of stuff about tracks. They really did. You know, you remember Jimmy Kendall back in the day, he sold his. Bob Evans bought it. Do you remember that, JR? Would he have a 4-engine mod or 2-engine mod?
That I don't remember.
Before he built his turbine, he had and Bob Evans from down in Loudoun County, he bought it. You don't remember him?
Nope.
And then how about the Lovettsville? Remember we pulled in Lovettsville, Virginia? You don't remember that pool?
I don't remember that either.
Yep.
I see Mike Mills is watching. Maybe Mike Mills can chime in a little bit. Mike Mills.
Yeah, I mean, the Lovettsville pool's right down next to who's the boys? Lutman's right in Lutman's backyard.
Yep.
You know, Lutman. It was the fire company, Lovettsville Fire Company.
Okay.
But,
you're getting back a few years there.
Oh yeah. Yep. I got pictures of my tractor down there, and the one picture I really liked, because my tractor actually did run pretty decent there for a while, but whenever the flagman is turned and running away from you, you're getting something done.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just remember that, Dwayne. When the flagman turns and runs away, you remember it. I had a pretty good run at Lebanon that last year with my tractor, Terrace tractor.
Yeah, that was a great run.
You almost turned around and started running.
Almost had to back up.
Yeah, that was, you couldn't ask for a prettier hook. That was a pretty hook.
I wouldn't have. You know, I forget Dave and I get talking about moving weights around, and believe it or not, we really don't move much weight. I mean, but I wanted to move a little bit because I didn't want, you know, the front end getting up high, and I don't know, it just worked out.
Yeah, I've dealt with that fellow on the screen there, Ross Demick. He pulls garden tractors. I assume he still does. He used to pull our Keystone, or the Keystone National Garden Tractor Pull, and he's come in from time to time in the ticket office. And,
he lives in Thompson, Connecticut. Yeah. Well, he remembered. I don't know if they still pull there or not, but I remember going there, and actually we were crossing a bridge, Bobby Riggs' tractor and trailer, and the bridge was moving so bad. The binders come unhooked, and he stops on the bridge and tries to get them down, and you couldn't get them down. So we had to get on the other side of the bridge to where it wasn't swaying and jumping up, moving up and down to get the binders right on the tractors. I'll never forget that.
Wow, it's crazy. Well, I remember seeing Tara many, many moons ago when you won the televised hook for ATPA at the Buck with the agitator John Deere.
I thought you meant I won. No, he won,
No,
but I was
he
like,
won, yeah. But he had
cheerleader.
little Tara with her blonde hair in the background. She was a youngin' back then. Now, I mean, she was pretty young.
We pulled in at the Buck, and
Not that you're old now or anything.
Tom McConnell come up to me and said, "Hey, I got a Ford tractor down here and needs some clutch parts. Do you got anything?" And I said, "Yeah." And I give them to him, and that's what we do as pullers. We help each other out, and got him going. And then Tom said that was my payback for when I won the pull for helping. Yeah,
that's what happened, huh?
Yeah, you got to take care of people.
Hi, Chad. Brother Chad's in the chat. Now, I've got a picture from early on Forester Nationals, Kendra. Kendra's sitting up on a tractor, and she is a little girl. I mean, a little girl. Pretty young.
That I've probably been 8 or 9.
Something like that.
Trying to think of the years that they had it.
Yeah. It ran for 10 years.
Yeah.
What's
2000? It went from 2000 to 2010, I think.
No, they were done in earlier than that because Mom and Dad divorced in 2003. And that's when they okay. Well, so it would have run around here, but Steve Beckley's son.
Yeah, it was before 2010. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how long Brandon Shank had it. That'd have been.
He had it for 2 or 3 years.
3 years, maybe.
I forgot about that. I forgot about Brandon having it, but I remember now.
Kelly drove it a couple times.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I think they probably had it 3 or 4 years.
Well, JR's digging in the archives.
I
think Dad and Dale started in 95, maybe. Okay. And like their first full season was 96.
Okay.
That guy said, Ross said, I remember being at that pool at it
would have been the Thompson Speedway.
Thompson Speedway in 1975.
Well, see, I started pulling, built my first super stock, burn up 4010 that Dad didn't like. But anyhow, in 74, we built it. And I first started pulling Dad's 4430. In 73, John Deere came out with 4430s. And we pulled that in the whatever class it was back then. And then the next year, Dad said, it takes you a day to get the tractor ready for a pull. And then it takes you a day to get it ready to go back to the farm. And he said, well, I need that tractor. So we're going to build a tractor just for pulling. So
2001 through 2009, 2010, 01 to 2010. Forester Nationals.
Okay.
Forester Nationals. She was talking about the Johnny Law.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about Johnny Law.
Oh,
specifically.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew Johnny Law left. Yeah.
But anyway, it was 2001 to 2010.
Yeah.
What's scary is when you're sitting here talking about this stuff and thinking about 1975 and 1974. It just shows how old I am. It's kind of scary.
You're just sitting here thinking, okay, 2001, that was what, a couple years ago? No, it was 25 years ago.
Yeah, 25 years ago. Yeah. Well, I started going in 1975 to the Buck. We all know that. I bore people with that all the time. I was hooked. I mean, from the very first, I think Marlon Brubaker might have been the first super I seen go up the track. And I was, boom. I got to have it every weekend,
Well, Harry Grace's wife did registration. I can't remember her first name, but she did registration at the Buck back then. And, it was quite interesting. I learned a lot, and I had a lot of good times back then. Had probably $4,500 in my tractor compared to
today.
I can't even buy one tire.
I
know. You knew, Dave, that I had gotten a whole bunch of film about 3 years ago. My dad got a filing cabinet at an auction, and it was full of film. And I got almost 600 pictures from the buck that were taken between 1975 and about 1983. That's
I didn't have a very nice looking tractor, so I might not be in them.
Well, I didn't know who a lot of these pullers were, and I took a crash course in pulling history to figure out who all these guys were. So I posted them on Facebook, and I basically gleaned the names of the drivers and the names of the tractors off the Facebook comments, and that's kind of how I got to know all the history. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah. It's let's see. I remember the first 4-wheel drive truck I saw was the One-Armed Bandit, Jerry
the red
Garber
one
at the Buck. Yep.
Well, I remember there were several years we pulled, and it was only modifieds and smoker tractors.
Yes, correct.
And then it was at the Buck. Somebody got to arguing about unhooking the gooseneck and hooking to the sled, and I don't know. They said, "Well, I dare you to do it," or whatever. And the next thing you know, we're pulling 4-wheel drive trucks.
Yeah.
So
then the light mods basically went by the wayside when 2-wheel drive come around. So that basically took the place of them. But those big classes, when the 12 open, or at the Buck, I remember that supers would come in and run with mods together, and you never knew who was going to win. You never knew.
I run the open class. I run the super class, and then I'll turn around and run the open class. I was on the starting line. My 4010 was in a 5,000-pound class. Of course, I had no weights on it to talk about. So when you let the clutch out, it was on the skid board. But anyhow, I weighed up to 95, and I was sitting down there at the starting line when I'm drawing a blank on the international that the flywheel blowed apart and sawed the tractor in half.
At the Buck?
Mike Wright.
It's Mike Wright's glory seeker.
Mike Wright.
I was there that night. That was a scary deal. Yep.
Well, here I am down the starting line with all these extra weights on my little 5,000-pound tractor, and I'm thinking, is mine going to break in half? But anyhow,
yeah,
it was. And then there was a CC that used to pull a 560 in Ohio area. The same night, his flywheel exploded, and actually pieces went in the grandstand, and that's when NTPA stopped all pulling till everybody put a steel flywheel in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they stopped it pulling completely until everybody went to steel flywheels.
Yeah. Mike Wright's tractor became the Tomcat of Tommy Middleton.
Yep.
I don't know if you knew that. And they got sold to Ferry Brothers, right? John Ferry, one of the Ferries, when it come to Westport Wildcat.
So. I'm not sure. I think so.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that, but Robert, how was you pulling in, Robert?
I remember going to Hughesville to the Summer Nationals in the 70s, he said.
One place I've never pulled at. I've never pulled in Hughesville.
We've been there, though. Didn't we go?
I don't think so.
Did Davey go?
Probably in the Mod Turbo days he might have went.
I think so.
Yeah. But that was always a big stop for interstate. He wasn't pulling yet, he said.
Where was the pull at when you go out past Deep Creek? Where was that pull at? Remember Davey and I? Myersdale?
Yeah, that's in Pennsylvania.
Marsdale, PI on 219.
It's the opposite of where Joel is. So
yeah, Joel's in Myerstown. This is Myersdale.
Yeah.
Well, Robert Martin, he had his Chevrolet pickup and gooseneck, and his first tractor, which was Lewis McDonald's tractor. We hooked up and went out, and honest to God, when we got there, we had to buy sweatshirts because it was that cold compared to being at home.
Was it as cold as Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
All the years we went to Georgia, and the only time we ever had frost in Georgia was the year JR went down.
Oh, but, I couldn't have got any. I was numb, man.
They didn't call him Sasquatch then. They called him Yeti.
Yeah.
Man, it was cold.
We went up to that Myersdale pool, and of course, I had to go out in the flare and buy sweatshirts. And of course, Robert and I both hauled our tractors outside on the gooseneck trailer. Well, Robert takes off and starts coming down the track, and his exhaust pipe blowed off and went up in the air.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know that was a DQ, but yeah, he got DQ'd. And then I pulls out the hook to the sled, and I reached down, started flipping all the toggle switches on. Next thing, there's smoke's rolling out of my dash. Hooked to the sled, ready to get the green flag. So I jerked the wires off that switch and tied them together, and then I pulled. But yeah, there's a lot of good times. Yeah, that Jessup, Georgia, buddy, that was
that's
Jessup.
a long drive. Lord have mercy.
Oh, that was Florida, Kissimmee, Florida.
Robert hauled me, his tractor, and Corey Forrester to Kissimmee, Florida, and we pulled there. And then 2 weeks later, Robert got a call to come to Jessup, Georgia.
Yeah.
So we went to Jessup, Georgia, and that old Franklin Birch, he's not living anymore. He was a big farmer.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah. Yep.
I had all these weights on the front of my tractor. I looked at the track. It was almost a glowing red dirt. I mean, that's how red it was. And he comes up to me and he said, Dave, he said, you ain't got enough weights on. I said, yeah, I do. That's as much as I run anywhere on any good track. Well, guess what? He was right. I still didn't have enough on the front. But, yeah. And then that year JR went down there, we never had frost down there ever that we went down pulling. And we woke up that morning and everything was white. Like it looked like it snowed there.
Clint said, remember the night the Super Steeler blew up at the Buck with flying?
Yes.
Parts went in the stands. And then Robert Hawks, the Black Magic mod, broke a hitch and stood it straight up. Then he nailed reverse to bring it back down at Hughesville.
At Hughesville, yeah.
But this Lustig tractor, that blowed up at the Buck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, it blowed up big time at the Buck. Mm-hmm. He blowed up big time at the Buck, and then when Coleman had when he bought Danny Dean's tractor, the Never Say Never tractor, he lifted the head at the Buck there.
Yeah.
On him.
I got sprayed with diesel fuel and oil at the Buck just a couple of years ago. One of Vern's tractors puked the engine out the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it can happen anytime, anywhere.
Yep. Yeah. It can happen to any of us.
It's not if it can happen, it's when it's going to happen.
When it's gonna happen. They're all ticking time bombs.
I mean,
you push something,
We do have, it's not going to prevent it, but we do have our stuff tied down with turnbuckles and stuff to prevent any sheet metal damage.
Yeah. Turnbuckles at each end of the head going down.
You got to be prepared for it.
And each side, and you got to try to keep it. I know Leonard Thomas said if you ever have a magnifying glass, you can see how much the block's moving in that tractor going down the track. You wouldn't even sit in the stands near it. He was probably right,
I believe it.
That cast iron block starts looking like a rubber balloon. It puffs up when the power comes in.
Yeah.
Is you telling me a story about Thomas one time? He needed a rod, and he had a box of parts that somebody shot me. Went and found a rod. It was a slightly bent or something, and started beating it with a sledgehammer to get straightened out. He put it in the tractor and won.
Yeah. When I worked at Glad Hills, when I overhauled the 3020s and 4020s, that was my job. I had a 5-gallon bucket of used bearings, and that's what we used in our tractors, used bearings. We didn't buy new stuff. We didn't buy new rings. Every winter we take off, Leonard, Donnie, and I, and we get in one of their vehicles and just make a road trip. And we stopped at every John Deere dealer we could and went through their junk pile and gathered up all kinds of junk. And of course, with Donnie, we had to stop at Dairy Queen every one we passed because he loved Dairy Queen ice cream.
I think we've been there a lot lately too.
Yeah.
I got to take a break real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. No problem.
I was just my memories just popped up on Facebook, and it showed a picture of a John Deere at Keystone exactly 10 years ago today that had no engine in it. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Saddles.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah, as Robert Hack said, Coleman told Dad and I he left the line at 7,200 twice. Both times he picked the crank up off the track.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
7,200 back in the day was a little bit too far.
Well, we went from talking
7,200 a day is a little too far.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to hold the clutch down to 7,200. I can assure you of that.
Yeah.
That is not happening.
It'll push you up into the roll cage.
Davey would shit his pants if he ever sees 7,000 on my computer readings. I can assure you of that.
Oh, no, we don't need to.
I've seen some pretty high numbers, but not 7,000
No.
RPMs.
7,000 RPMs.
Robert Houck said Coleman told Dad and I he left the line at 7,200 twice. Both times he picked the crank off the track. I said, I don't think I can hold the clutch down to 7,000 RPMs. There ain't no way.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Wow. Well, like I say, we started with Atlantic stuff and meander into that golden oldie stuff. But sounds like everything's moving forward with Atlantic, so
Yep.
It'll be a good season coming up.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Let's hope the weather holds out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. He said Jerry Lagarde told him to knock it off.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I talked to Jerry quite a few times, and boy, he was a little rough around the edges to talk to, but he told it the way it was.
Yeah. Knock it off.
Coleman had the 4010, then he had the 4240, and then out of the clear blue sky, he bought Danny Dean's 1066.
Yeah. Never say never.
Yeah.
They used to pick on him. Always asked him at the Buck. I remember back in the day, the 70s. And always asked if Coleman wore John Deere colored underwear and stuff.
Yeah.
He said he did.
Didn't he come into the pool in Keedysville?
Oh, yeah.
On 34.
Yeah,
from the Redbird. Do you remember those pools, Kendra?
I remember very, very little about them. I have videos of me at them, but I don't remember a lot about them. I was young.
It was
Milburn.
a Milburn farm, and it was right below the Redbird on the right-hand side of the road.
Going towards the battlefield
there, and it's nothing but trees now. But my dad farmed that years ago, and then it was sold, and Ronnie bought it. But the fire company come to me, and they wanted to have a pool, and they've already talked to Ronnie and said, yeah, he could have it at his place. And we went in and put a track in and anything. But anyhow, I told, what was Coleman? I can't remember who else. And then Ben Kennedy, when Ben had a tractor.
Was Todd went there too?
I don't know if Todd was there or not. I think Joel was there. I think that was when Joel had bought Todd's tractor.
Okay.
And Todd upgraded to a newer tractor. But we had a pool there. And then, I mean, the fire company made money, but I don't know why we quit having them. But
yeah, that Dwayne was flagging when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tristan. Yep.
When Vern's chucked the motor out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think that happened to Vern twice. Didn't happen at Union County 3. Okay. Third time's a charm, so no more.
Yeah, he was driving twice, and then Yankee was driving once.
So we got a new pro stock probably going to run with us, and maybe the second one. We might have 2 new pro stocks running with us this year. They are in their super pro class.
Good. Numbers count.
Yep, absolutely.
Bring them on. That's good.
Absolutely.
Beaver Fair. Is that where the third one was at?
Yeah, that's where Yankee was driving.
And then Beaver Fair. I don't think I've been to Beaver Fair.
I've been to Beaver Fair one time. Me and Dave Hall went up there, and the kill switch from the sled was baler twine. Seriously. Dave Hall left the line on his tractor, and water was shooting out the side. I don't know whether the fitting on his water injection broke or not, but anyhow, all this water injection went out on the track, and of course, he melted down. The Deutsch was there. Kevin
Grove. Underdog. Right? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Poor boys.
His pump stuck, and he spun out, and finally got it shut down. Of course, I hooked this sled, and I melted something down on mine.
Would Ed Smith been pulling then? No.
don't think so.
So lots of good memories at the Beaver Fair for you.
Oh my, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, the sled wasn't a new sled. It was an old sled, and it was true on the bear twine. It was bear twine on there instead of a cable. But
wow,
you know,
we had. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we loaded it with a push pole, and we didn't have hitch pins, so we used big screwdrivers. And we stopped down the street to a truck stop. And Dave Hall said, "You're the only person I know who can drink a pot of coffee and fall asleep before we leave the parking lot."
Robert Houck says he remembers that deal there.
Does he?
We pulled at Beaver Fair a couple of years ago, and Interstate was there. And I remember that there wasn't even barely a square inch of pit area left. Mm-hmm. That place was packed like sardines in a can.
Well, I've seen pictures of it, and when I pulled there, when me and Dave Hall pulled there years and years and years ago, it was kind of new. You know, it was new to them, but I've seen pictures of it, and oh my God, they made it more modernized now, and of course, I mean, shorts is a lot safer and crowd control stuff. But yeah, it wasn't a lot back then when we went there as far as facility wise, but it was a fair, you know, but.
Back in the good old days.
Yep.
We used to get Pennsylvania, I think it was probably Pennsylvania tractor pullers used to send out a pull-off magazine. It was a paperback pull-off magazine.
Yeah.
Yep. It was called the Pull-Off Magazine. So I got all of them. Mike Walker wants to go through them sometime.
I got a whole bunch of them from Donnie Landis. And Polly Landis. I mean, boxes of them.
They're in a tote above my office in my shop, and they've been there. I saved them all. I mean, when I was from back then, bring back some memories. So sometime we just need to have a powwow in the shop and go through all that stuff. See what we got. I know Mike. Okay, that was before. Yeah, it probably was. I know it don't look like the same place now as it did when I pulled there, but yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, if you guys got anything else for me or Tara, about wrapped up.
It's nearing my bedtime.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's 9:41 already.
We have an hour and a half in almost.
You get him started, he don't stop.
That's okay.
All right.
Like I said, we're gonna have the oldie shows coming.
I'm loving every minute of it. I love old stories. That's the part of pulling history.
I'm gonna try to get several people on that night and just kind of celebrate Mike and Linda. And of course, I gave it away after watching now. I wasn't going to tell them about it, but I'd like to do something like that sometime here. You know, when Bill's available and you and who knows who else. Might get a couple other.
Right.
Throwbacks on, if you will.
All right. But if anybody's got any questions about Atlantic or I know there's some people asking questions about our new class, call Bucky Engel or Justin Shriver. They got all the information. They're class reps, semi-class rep.
Is now Lyndon Weaver.
Yeah, Lyndon Weaver. Dave wanted to. He's busy.
Got a lot going on.
He's got a lot going on, and he asked me if he could get Lyndon to do it, would I be okay with it? And I said absolutely. And so he's the class rep for the semis. Like I said, Bucky and Justin's the reps for the diesel, the
3.6 limited street diesel.
Yeah. So, and they probably ought to, give them a call and chat with them because the payouts way different than they're used to. So
they have a lot of hooks. Did they get many hooks yet? Or
I think there are 5 or so. Okay. They're at both Boonesboroughs. They're at all 3 Berryvilles, so there's 5. They're at Jefferson County. They're at Winchester.
Okay, yeah, they got
7. Really, Georgetown.
I couldn't get them in at Georgetown. Okay. I don't want to. Georgetown Saturday night things making me nervous.
Okay.
We have
we'll make it work.
2-hour limit type of thing, and we're just going to run the same show both nights. We're just going to be moving.
Yep.
Moving them. Saturday night at Georgetown.
Yep.
2-hour limit so you don't go past the noise ordinance.
Yeah.
No. No, that's a
Don't
big
even
deal.
get me started on that. If that ain't about a joke, I don't know.
Just leave it be.
Yeah. But anyhow, they got a bunch of shows they're going to do that same night on Saturday night. They want to do pulling. They want to do a whole bunch of different things.
Yep.
So.
They want to do pulling, some motocross. I don't know, monster truck maybe. I don't know. And then they want to do fireworks at 9:30. So like every motorsport has like an hour and a half, 2-hour limit. And I was like, I need 2 hours because we got to change the sled settings. Like you've got to at least give me 2 hours. So
we'll make it work.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good plan. I like going there. That was nice.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Dwayne,
I should be there too, Tristan Trucks or Craig. But I just can't get away that amount of days right now. So
we'll be looking for you at Boonsburg, Dwayne.
Yeah, I'm planning on being there. It's in my schedule.
Good.
I marked it on the paper at tech school.
Oh, okay.
You too, Kendra. Kendra. We need lots of baked goodies.
I just don't know if I'll be able to make Boonesboro. That's a little too far of a drive. No, we'll be there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
Me and the dog. Thanks. We'll see if Norm comes along or not. No,
right. Hey, if the pickle ain't got an engine by then, he might be.
Listen, that dog likes him, and he likes that dog more than me at this point.
Oh man!
If he's around, I'm chopped liver. Like, yeah.
I wanted to show something here real quick before we go off here. Maybe if I can get it to open. Dwayne shared something, and I want to share it with everybody before I get chastised backstage. Why didn't you share that? But anyway,
well, it was an Atlantic show, and so I didn't want to.
You sent me.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Did you make it on Chat GPT, or did you have someone make it?
I used my magic skills of my computer.
Live.
Wow.
You use Chat GPT.
It's pretty cool looking. I love it. I'll share it.
I used AI.
Hey, I used AI to do my whole activity book.
It saves me a lot of time. Saves me a lot of time.
We got Curvin Zimmerman. If that truck ain't swerving, what did they say? If that truck ain't curving,
that's there.
It's yeah. The truck ain't got
his
no
curves. His name's Curvin, but the truck ain't got no curves.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what they announced him when he was pulling on the track at Diesels and Dark
Corner.
That's funny.
And then we got Lenny on there. That's cool. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to push the mods more up there because I was thinking it's the first time in 10 years, but I think it's the first time in a lot more than 10 years that the mods are at Lebanon. So, we're excited about it.
I can't remember either.
Unfortunately, the results that I have left from before don't go back that far. So, Mom might have stuff somewhere.
I'm surprised that they haven't been there. I really am. I don't know.
I don't ever remember them being there. So it was way back.
I'm pretty sure they're going to run them at the fair too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be there twice. Sorry, twice.
Yeah, 2 of the 4. Yeah. That's cool.
All right, guys.
Yep. All right. We appreciate you coming on, Dave. Tara.
Anytime.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to do that. Like I say, I'll be in touch with you about that.
All right.
And any other big updates, I'll just, Tara, you need to get on here and talk. So.
All right, guys.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yep. Take care.
Yep.
See ya.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll see you at Keystone Friday. I'm coming up.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.
Boo. See ya. Anyway, cool. I knew we'd eventually dive over into nostalgia there before the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was coming.
I love hearing the old stories.
Yeah. I've been posting a lot of the short clips from the old 75 to 84 stuff I have. So very neat. Good to neat. Don't everybody talk at once. Kendra's already
an hour and a half, dude. I'm about talked out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably call it now. I didn't realize it'd be on that long. Sorry. Well, hey, great show, and had a lot of visitors tonight. I was happy to see that, and got to start lining up guests. Of course, pulling season is getting ready. By the time you take care of an event and then turn and try to talk to somebody, it's already an hour and 15 minutes. So, but yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I guess I'll see Kendra and Tara at Keystone, and maybe JR.
Mike Walker will be there Friday too.
Oh, Mike Walker will be there.
Yeah, I haven't said anything. I had a death in the family, so we got services coming up here tomorrow and Friday. So
I got you.
Yeah. And I don't have help here Saturday for my dad, so I can't go Saturday either. So I'm just stuck home. So it's the way it goes. Family first.
Yep.
Until the pulling season comes, then they better be finding some help here. When the outside season starts, I'm on the road. So
yeah.
All right. This is going to become a Southern goodbye if I don't stop rambling on here. So thank you, everybody. Look to be back here next Wednesday. And we'll probably do a post-Keystone hoorah with results and all that good stuff. And maybe we'll get some reports in from the crew here that's going to be there Friday. And
I'm going to be there all weekend. I'm planning on being there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Take notes.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to go live every now and then, too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. You can do that.
The dog keeps picking her head up to see if I'm still talking, and then she's
she's like, "Is it over yet?"
Yep, almost.
Goodness,
thank you, chat. Appreciate everybody in chat tonight. And I guess we'll see everybody next Wednesday.
All right.
See ya. I was going to say, give me the wave. All right. Good night, everybody.